you sure you're free? What else would I be doing?
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, aka 101 Bronson, bringing you the next monthly collection update. This one for the month of September 2023. Picked up quite a few titles, some variety of titles, westerns, spaghetti westerns, Steven Seagal, of course, as you know, I completed my Steven Seagal collection. Just a whole variety here of some nice titles. So what's new? So yeah, this month was a Seagal month on Gareth's channel, Video Tasty's channel. I did participate in 2 watch parties over there. I did a watch party on my channel. First time I'm testing the waters with watch parties on my channel at the moment, and I can confirm that next month I'm gonna have my first special guest for a watch party. I think you might have seen it already pop up in my live feed because it is up on the channel, but I do have my first live watch party on my channel planned with a special guest, and it has to be the one and only absolute king of watch parties himself, Mr. Video Tasties, Gareth. He's my first guest, and I'm gonna get some more guests. There are gonna be a couple of cool watch parties coming up on my channel, so that's something to look forward to. I know I'm looking forward to it anyway. So anyway, I would say without further ado, just to catch everybody up a little bit. So yeah, I've been doing good. I was under the weather for a couple of weeks actually. I'm really doing much better now at the moment. So that's good. Getting back to health and everything. I really, I had this nasty cough and was wheezing a lot and sneezing and whatever. Terrible like chest cold, whatever. But yeah, it's all good now. I do still have a little bit of a scratchy throat, but that's about it. But yeah, anyway, I would say without any further ado, let's jump into the titles of the month of September 2023. Here we go. All right, so here we go with my DVD and Blu-ray collection update for the month of September. Of course, as you know, I finished my Steven Seagal collection with the last remaining titles that I've yet to have added to my collection. Now I did. Obviously, I'm not going to go too much in depth on this one because on these Seagal titles, because obviously I just did my big updated and complete Steven Seagal collection video. So here's Asian Connection on a UK DVD. Then we have the German Blu-ray for General Commander. Again, if you guys want to know my thoughts on any of these films, check out my Steven Seagal complete DVD and Blu-ray collection video that I did, which I did right after I got all my remaining titles and I watched them. So I'm not gonna comment too much on them except for this one. This is Out for Justice. This is my favorite Seagal film. I will always say this is my favorite Seagal film, and I did a watch party with Gareth, Video Tasties, and Ricky from the Old AF Reviewers on this film. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. I had a great time with those guys watching this film, so I got this Blu-ray to upgrade it from my old DVD. So yeah, there you go. That's Out for Justice, the best Seagal film in my opinion. And then The Perfect Weapon. Again, yeah, if you guys want to know my thoughts, I don't like this one particularly much, by the way. Even though it was okay. It was okay, yeah. But yeah, The Perfect Weapon. Anyway, let's move on to some other things. We got a Cynthia Rothrock title this month. I wanted to get a few more. Actually, I have ordered more, but they haven't arrived yet. This is the only one that has arrived yet. This is Yes, Madam, Cynthia Rothrock's first film. And yeah, co-starring with Michelle Yeoh in this one. This is the Eureka Standard Edition Blu-ray. I did check this out. This is one of the Cynthia films of her Hong Kong work I did see many years ago. But it was great to see it here restored in a great presentation. I think it's from a 2K master, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, new 2K restoration with some great special features. This is a great edition, and I really thoroughly enjoyed watching this film. I do really love this film. Yes, madam. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I did order a Lady Reporter and Righting Wrongs as well from the UK, but they haven't arrived yet. So expect to see them maybe next month, hopefully. Anyway, we have a Gene Hackman film added to the collection as well, and also with Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. This is a courtroom drama. I haven't got the chance to check this one out yet, unfortunately. I still have to check this one out. But this is called Class Action, also with Lawrence Fishburne in it, by the way. Directed by Michael Apted, who I think I've seen one film of his that he did besides this one. And I've seen the Bond film he did. I think he directed The World's Not Enough, which is one of my favorite Bond films. So this should be a solid courtroom thriller. But yeah, we shall see. I mean, I do always love Gene Hackman, and I do love Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, obviously. Should be a good one. Looking forward to watching it. And now I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Mike. Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection, formerly known as Dake Films, from the US, all the way from Kentucky in the US. Last month he did a big John Wayne spotlight video. He showed a lot of his John Wayne titles. He was talking about John Wayne, and it actually inspired me to go pick up a few more John Wayne films, starting with Cahill, United States Marshal. This is, I think, the US Blu-ray of it, the Warner Bros. Blu-ray. And this is the same as with Class Action. These are the only two titles in my stack that I had not had the chance to watch as of yet. So this one I'm still yet to watch. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This is a later John Wayne film from 1973, which is around the same time he did films like Big Jake and the Cowboys, which are some of my favorites. So I have high hopes for this one. Next up is John Wayne and Robert Mitchum in El Dorado, Howard Hawks film. I really enjoyed this film. This was a first time watch for me. I did really enjoy this film. I watched it yesterday, actually. This one I really enjoyed. So that's gonna probably be one of my John Wayne top 5 movies for sure. I really enjoyed that film. Next up is Fort Apache, John Wayne, Henry Fonda, Shirley Temple, and Pedro Armendariz, who I know, of course, and many people will know from Russia with Love, which was his last film, sadly. But this one from 1948, black and white film. This one was okay. I think I was expecting a little too much from it, considering it has, Henry Fonda as well, and pretty much a great cast and stuff. I did find it a little bit underwhelming, but I'm really I'm very positive that on rewatches this film I'm gonna like more and more. I didn't hate it. Let's put it that way. I didn't hate it. I did enjoy the film. I think I was expecting a bit more from it. But anyway, next up is, and the last one for the John Wayne pickups for this month, is The Undefeated with John Wayne and Rock Hudson. Fairly enjoyable spaghetti western. What am I saying? Fairly enjoyable John Wayne western from the 1960s, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was the 60s. I can't see the year on it anywhere here at this point. Oh wait, 1969. There you go. That's a great year, 1969. Yeah, The Undefeated. This is a 20th Century Fox film. So yeah, it's sad to imagine that this is now a Disney film, but yeah, I did enjoy that film, and I might have slipped up with spaghetti westerns there. I do have spaghetti westerns to show as well, and I finally got my hands on this lovely Arrow Video Blood Money spaghetti western box set. Yeah, I waited about I waited about 2 months for this one to arrive. It was stuck at customs for a hell of a long time. It really drives me mad, but of course, I'm not going to do a full unboxing or showing of this set. I do want to talk a little bit about some of the titles in here. Of course, if you want to see a great in-depth unboxing of it, check out Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. He did an unboxing of it in the Westerns for Life series, which is a collaborative series I'm working on with him and Dan from Dan's Movie Cave. But anyway, the reason why spaghetti western fans were really ecstatic about this release is that we finally got a Blu-ray release of $10,000 for a Massacre, which is a spaghetti western gem, a absolute spaghetti western gem. This one, which stars Gianni Garco. Yeah, this is a sort of a unofficial Django film again, because in this one, Garco does play the character Django, and in the dub, he's actually called Django in the English dub. And this one also has Loredana Nuciak from the original Django. She was in the original Corbucci Django, if you will remember. Which, little self-plug, I did do a watch party of Django on my channel. It was just me going solo, but I did do a Django watch party. I did cite some facts and stuff about the film, some trivia during that watch party. But yeah, $10,000 for Massacre. Very, very happy that this one finally has a Blu-ray release. The same can be said for its companion film, twin film, whatever you want to call it, Vengeance It's Mine, which is also called $100,000 for a Killing. I think that's, yeah, $100,000 for a Killing, which again, it has pretty much the same cast. I think it has a different director though, and same composer for the music. But it is a different film, but it does work very well as a companion film. And then I do want to talk about one more film, because don't even get me started on the fourth one in here. But Find a Place to Die. This was a film that was very unfamiliar to me. I never saw this spaghetti western before, but you know what? I really, really enjoyed this one with Jeffrey Hunter, most famously from The Searchers. I did really enjoy this one. This was a very surprising find. This is like, sometimes, you know, you watch a lot of average, below average spaghetti westerns, and sometimes you find a nice little gem. And yeah, Find a Place to Die, I really enjoyed it, so yeah. And yeah, and then they have Matalo in there. Not a fan of Matalo. This is definitely the weakest film of all four in this box set. But yeah, and then you also get a booklet and of course some, I think a double-sided poster as well. But yeah, that's the Arrow Video Blood Money box set, and I'm very ecstatic at the moment because I'm recording this on Saturday, the 30th of September, and yesterday on the 29th we actually got a cool announcement from Arrows that in December they're going to do another Westerns box set. They're going to put out Savage Guns, which is going to finally feature the film El Puro, which is a spaghetti western that us fans have been crying out for. So Arrow is now really killing it at this moment for me. I feel so great about that news. But anyway, some more spaghetti westerns. We got the German release, newly released Seven Guns for the McGregors with Robert Woods, with music by the maestro Ennio Morricone, and with the great Fernando Sancho in it. Always the ultimate Mexican bandit, as far as I'm concerned. Fernando Sancho. Yeah, this is a pretty decent spaghetti western. I don't think it's going to be one of my favorites. It's not going to be in my top 20, but I did enjoy it. And this is actually about a Scottish family in the West, Scottish cattle farmers. It's pretty bizarre, but you know what? For some reason it works. I do enjoy it, but I don't think it's even my favorite Robert Woods film. It's I could think of a couple of Robert Woods films I prefer, but anyway. Next up, again, the Germans have this as a Django film. It's getting ridiculous by this point how many Djangos there are in Germany, but there's this Shamango, that's C-J-A Mango. Yeah, they were very inventive. They didn't want to call it Django originally in Italian, with the Italian title, so they called it Shamango. Yeah, obviously it is supposed to rip off Django, but yeah, this is with Ivan Razumov, the spaghetti western. The German title, by the way, is Django Crosses in the Bloody Sands, I guess is what it translates to. Yeah, an average spaghetti western. I did enjoy it. It was okay. And this one here is a very, very early spaghetti western starring Richard Harrison. This is Duel in Texas, also known as Duel at Red Sands or Gunfight at Red Sands. And the German title is Free Against Sacramento, which I don't think makes any sense within the context of the film, but yeah, there you go. Again, with music by the maestro Morricone. It's very early score, so it doesn't sound like his typical spaghetti western scores yet. Obviously, this was before Fistful of Dollars, this film. So yeah, that's early spaghetti western, and you know what? This again, I did enjoy. It did feel more like an American western than it did a spaghetti western, but it definitely had some Italian flavors already in it. That's for sure. Next up is the second Stranger film. As you might recall, I think it was last month or 2 months ago, I did pick up the first film on Blu-ray from Germany, The Stranger in Town. And this is The Stranger Returns with Tony Anthony. Uncut. Yeah, there you go. And a lot of people will prefer this and have this as their favorite of the Stranger films. But I've always made the case that I prefer the first one, A Stranger in Town. I don't know, this one definitely has more going for it, you know, more variety, more characters and stuff. And the first film is pretty much set in one town. It's pretty much just him against the villains the entire time. Not much variety and scenery and stuff. But I like the simplicity and the one location style of the first film a lot. But that's me personally, of course. And then last up for this month, a prelude, I guess, to next month, because next month is October, and I'm going to be making a couple of horror pickups. You better be sure of that. But I already started by picking this one up in my German shop. Scream 2. Now, yeah, as you will know, it only took me until, when was it, last year, 2 years ago, to watch the first Scream. And now I'm finally catching up on the sequels. So next month I'm going to try to pick up Scream 3 and 4 and also the new films that they released in the last couple of years. But yeah, I did watch the sequel now, and you know what, it's okay, it's okay. I don't think any of the Scream sequels are going to, you know, be on the level of the first one, especially with that opening scene in the first one. But you know, this was a valiant effort. I did enjoy it somewhat, so yeah. Anyway, that's the update for September. So there you guys have it. That was the update for September 2023. Do hope you all enjoyed seeing it. I enjoyed filming it and talking about the titles as always. Like I said, I just didn't go too much in depth about the Seagal titles because obviously I did do that Seagal, you know, full collection video. So no need to go in depth about the Seagal titles. But yeah, let's just say I'm very happy to finally close the book on Seagal. Finally, you know, over with Seagal. I have all of his titles. It really seems highly likely that he won't be coming back and do more films. It looks like he's retired at this point, pretty much. It looks like he just settled down in Russia somewhere, and is just doing whatever the hell Seagal does. Anyway, let's hope he's not making movies. Maybe he's making straight to DVD Russian films. Who knows? But let's just hope they will never be released over, you know, globally. But yeah, let him stay retired. Let him stay that way, because now I have a full collection. I don't need to see his face anymore. I don't need to see his newer films anymore. I just have the collection. It's complete. It's done. It's dusted. It's over with. It's finito. It's finito. So yeah, that's over and done with. Seagal, boom. You know, I got the collection. I can put it away. I can look at it and can say, I have the full collection. Whether I say that with pride is another thing. But I do have the full Seagal collection. You know, I don't have to worry about picking up any more titles of Seagal. That's done with. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, guys, let's see what's up next. Like I said, October is coming up. We're gonna have the month of horror, so expect to see quite a few horror titles for next month. Now, it's funny, people always they don't necessarily associate me with being a horror fan, but I do have a fair few horror films in my collection. You know, I'm not a horror fanatic or a horror nut. I'm gonna be the first one to admit that. But I do appreciate horror film. I mean, it's just I'm not always in the mood to watch them. I usually do always reserve the horror films for the month of October. Just seems the most fitting. I do occasionally watch some, you know, throughout the year, but mostly always around the October period. But yeah, expect to see that for next month. I do hope those other two Cynthia Rothrock titles arrive as well. You know, Lady Reporter and Righting Wrongs. But yeah, other than that, life is good. It's all going well here, and I will be finishing my Uncharted streams as well this month. And for October, I am planning to do Resident Evil 4 playthrough. Hopefully, we can make that happen. Like I said, there's watch parties coming up, so there's plenty of content and live streams and whatever to look forward to. Of course, I have my monthly collaborations with I appear monthly on Gareth's channel, Video Tasties. Once again, I appear monthly on Dan's Movie Cave along with our partner Carlos Eastwood for Life, and the three of us are doing this collaborative live stream series talking movies. If you haven't caught up on the latest episode, by the way, on our latest episode, which was the state of physical media, the current state of physical media, I would urge you to do so. It was a great topic and discussion. We had a great guest, Mando Chelovic, movies, John, great guy. We had a great interaction on there. It was great to have him on there. Really had a really fun time, really good time with on that live stream. So anyway, guys, that's how I'm going to leave you. Stay safe and healthy. As always, this has been Jeff11 Bronson saying until the next one, and keep punching, always keep punching, keep moving forward and all that good stuff. And we will see you all in the next one. Take care.